Here's the information on the Scout. It's a 6-speed transmission. See, I think that seat height's the same tank. I think this might be a little heavier. I forget what the other one. It's got that tan seat though. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay. Fucking liar. I'm the youngest one here by at least 30 years. And I wish I was exaggerating. Ow. That's one thing I don't like. This is hot as shit. I'm burning my leg on it. I guess we're in the cruiser position. It's a little different, but damn, that's hot. Burning my inside of my leg on that thing. Like he was saying, we don't know what the RPM range is on these things, and we didn't look it up beforehand because we're jackasses. You get most of your power here at like 5K, whereas a sport bike you're like 7 or 8. Thank you, sir. I'm loving this red. It's a beautiful color. It's a nice bright red. They didn't have the gray one like I was talking about. This is the bike I wanted to ride, baby. The Indian Scout. I think this is a 2016 Indian Scout. A nice cruiser. A real bike. It's a beautiful red though. Yeah, see, this isn't too hot. It's not burning me anymore now that I'm in a different footing position. These bikes in front of me, see, I don't know if I can ride one of them tonight. It's a little too much baggage for me. I feel like a little too much shit on the sides. I'm more of a simplistic kind of guy, I guess you could say. Alex is riding. He's riding the 1811cc Dark Horse up there, but meanwhile he rides a Ninja 300. So that's 6 times the power that he's used to. He's riding an 1800cc bike up there. Not given it's more weight, but he's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? He can, I don't know if you can see that his feet can barely touch the ground. That bike's so big for him. That's funny. He seems to be doing all right though. You think that's a person, but no, it's a mannequin. Talk about cutting costs for advertising. Damn, can't even afford a real human being. They just stick a mannequin up there to hold their sign. It's turned into a beautiful day to ride though. I was talking to Alex too. I was like, so what do you, this event's from 10 to 4, and I was like, Alex, what do you got going on the rest of the day? And he was like, nothing. I'm like, yep, we're riding till 4. I'm gonna bet, can I have a ride on the Scout? Can I have another ride on the Scout? Can I have another ride on the Scout? Like I was saying with the Scout 60 though, this seat, it's I don't know what it's made out of. I gotta look. It's some type of leather, I would assume, but I'm wearing jeans and like my ass is sliding all over it. And not that it's cupped to my ass, so I'm not like sliding off of it while I'm riding, but it's just like it's a slippery surface. And I guess that's different if you're not wearing jeans, but I feel like a lot of riders wear jeans or like riding pants. But that's my only complaint, I guess, would be it's comfortable position. It's definitely a comfortable bike. It's a nice transition from your handlebars being out here and you're leaned over, breaking your back the whole time. I gotta call my dad and tell him I'm a real boy. Okay, that's another complaint. I don't know if it's because I'm not holding the clutch with all 5 fingers, but finding neutral on this bike is impossible. See, okay, yeah, see, in order to find neutral, that's another complaint. The clutch has to be like fully engaged in order to find neutral easily. Like I'm using 2 fingers, so it's like it's still here, but it's like I still am having trouble finding neutral with the clutch that far engaged as compared to it being fully engaged like that. Someone nicked it up. See, Silver Smoke, that's the one I wish they had here. That's Silver Smoke. Oh God, it's beautiful. It's got some pickup for what it is, for being a little cruiser. It's got some pickup to it. It's not slow by any means. It'll help you merge. You'll be able to merge easily on it. You won't have any problems with that. If I could wheelie, I would so try to wheelie this shit, which I highly doubt it's possible. Not with the 100 horsepower and how heavy this thing is. But it's definitely comfortable. It's not 100% comfortable. Like, it's got the seat only goes to like the edge. If here's your ass, the seat only comes to like the top part of your ass. So there's no like back support. Like if I catch up, like these bikes up here, there's no back support, so it's not perfectly comfortable. Like you're still like rounded your back a little bit, you're still a little hunched over, so it's not ridiculously comfortable, but the seat is a lot more comfortable than a sport bike. It's contoured to your ass, as weird as that sounds, but it's true. It's definitely weird getting used to the digital RPM gauge. Mine's obviously a traditional tack, and I like the traditional tacks. What's nice about these though, and my bike doesn't have that either, is it's got a gear indicator. So I'm in 4th gear now, and this is a 6-speed. I think the Scout 60, if I'm not mistaken, was only a 5-speed. Talk, 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 talk. I'm like this young jackass. They're probably making fun of me back there. They're probably like, because they're all like old guys just like cruising, don't like all that bullshit. And I'm sitting here talking on an Indian Scout. This bike is so badass. Oh, I love it. This bike is awesome. The more you ride it, the more enjoyable it is too. This bike is awesome. Gosh, I've always wanted one, but this has made me want one so much more. Oh, it handles pretty nicely. It went smooth through those corners. It does handle nicely. It's not very uncomfortable. I think it's a little bit of a rough ride, which I'm sure it is compared to these other bikes. Like, I'm sure those are much nicer rides, much smoother than this bike. But they're also like big time cruiser. This is just a I'd consider it like a mid-size cruiser. Mid-size cruiser. I don't know what you want to consider. Now this is not in kilometers per hour. No, this is miles per hour. Oh, that's 4 kilometers per hour. I was about to say, the fuck you think you're getting this bike to 200 miles an hour for? Get the hell out of here. Hey, I was banging gears back there, baby. Banging gears on the Scout. Awesome color red. See, but I still think I'd get gray. I'll post a picture of the bike I'm talking about. I wish they had one of the gray models here so I could show you guys. But I'll post a picture of the gray Indian Scout I'm talking about. Or if not, just Google it. Just type in, like, I guess, whatever this was, smoke gray or silver smoke Indian Scout. I'm pretty sure that's the one. And it is sharp. It's like a matte gray color. And like the first like 5 results on Google are all beautiful pictures. I might just ride these Scouts all day. These things are so much fun, honestly. I'm gonna ask him how the Dark Horse is. I might ride that. Wait, I'm laughing. If you could see him right now, his feet are like fully extended outwards. That bike is way too big for him. But it's probably too far for the camera to pick up. His feet are like fully extended forward. Oh, he looks so weird on the bike. That's what you got to do. Instead of using 2 fingers when you come to stoplight, just switch to all 5 fingers and then throw it in neutral and then go back to 2. That's what I figured. Full throttle. I think I just redlined. Wait, if I just redlined, that can't be right, because I think it just redlined to like 7K. I don't know anything about cruisers, so maybe that they might redline it. Those that low RPMs. I guess maybe it's just sport bikes that have such high RPMs. Who knows? I'll look it up. I'll search it. What's up? I think it's awesome. I've always wanted to ride this bike. I've loved this bike for a while, and I've always wanted to ride it. Every time I look at him on the Dark Horse, I laugh. And some people say you can't like do a true review from these type of demos, and I agree with it to an extent. You're riding it for like 20 minutes, half an hour. You can feel what the bike is like. You can get a feel for the bike and understand how it works, how it feels, how it shifts, the clutch, how you're feeling when you're sitting on it. You can get a feel for all that type of shit. Now, the longevity of the bike and like the long-term use, now, yeah, I agree with that. You can't get a good feel for that. But I don't think that you can't give a honest, decent review about it, because you're riding it. And plus, I'm going to be riding this whole thing all day, so I'll really be able to tell you guys what I think about it. I think you can get a good feel for the bike, though, and just you can scratch the surface a little bit about the type of bike that it is, the feel for it, the performance of it. So I disagree with that to an extent. The more I ride this, the more I like the black accents with the red tank and the chrome pieces. I think it's sharp. I keep trying to downshift when we're coming to stops, but like I told you earlier, I'm not pulling the clutch far enough in. So that's definitely one thing. The clutch engage is really close to here, so like you really gotta pull the clutch in order to get it to engage, which that's the biggest downside so far. This heat thing I was talking about earlier, that's not really a problem anymore now that I'm in the riding position. Cobwebs. But overall, I love this bike. I'd say it was pretty much everything I expected it and hoped it to be. I love the feel of it. It's comfortable. It's like the perfect cruiser in my opinion for my size. It's a cruiser. It's not the sport bike kind of feel that you get from a sport bike, and that's what I like about it. It's a different type of riding bike from a sport bike. It's a nice change. My ride is over. Oh, it's starting to get crowded. Shit. I want to ride that one. Look at all these Scouts lined up right here. Boy. A nice lineup of Scouts.